You know, getting around Bali can be a bit of a nightmare sometimes. And I tell you what, it's different. The traffic is insane relative to what you're used to. There doesn't seem to be many street signs, and no one seems to take any attention to the road rules. So getting around it's pretty important to understand where should you stay if you want to come to Bali. You don't know one suburb from the next, and you look it up and it says you've got Sanur and you've got Legian, Kuta, Seminyak, Canggu, all these other weird places, these weird names. Where do you stay? Well, I'll tell you what, I'm doing a little series on Bali basics for beginners. Give you a bit of an idea of what you're going to find in different suburbs. And today I'm in Seminyak. Now Seminyak's the second main area up from the airport on the western side. Easy to find. It's only probably about half an hour or so, depending on traffic, away from the actual airport itself. Lots of accommodation, lots of the great beaches, massive number of beautiful restaurants, nightclubs, and it's become very much the place to be these days. It's certainly way more upmarket than Legian and Kuta, which were probably two of the original suburbs of Denpasar that people used to come and party in. But I tell you what, it can be a little bit difficult to get around. The traffic can be very stop-starty, as you can see. If you get a hotel away from the action or the entertainment, you could spend half the day just getting to and from the places you want to go to. So it really depends on what sort of activities you want to do. If you want to go sightseeing, you want to jump on a tour bus, you want to get a private car to come and pick you up and drop you around, well, then you probably need to be somewhere that's a little bit more accessible, because it can take them half an hour just to get up and down the street out the front of your hotel. Knowing these little tricks are going to make your holiday a lot different. A lot of people are surprised on how much walking they do in Bali, and luckily in most of the heavily touristy areas there are hundreds and hundreds of shops selling similar stuff really close to everywhere. I can find almost identical streets in Legian, in Kuta, in Canggu, in Seminyak, even in Sanur. So if you just want a few Bali t-shirts like the one I've got on, that's easy to find. If you want a glass of wine, if you want a nice restaurant, you don't want too many traffic jams, well, I suggest Seminyak's probably a really good place. It's fantastic for families, it's great for young couples, and it's good for oldies as well, because it's quite a laid back, it's not quite as beatboxy, nightclubby, crazy. There's a couple of other places I'd much more highly recommend for that. And you've got money changes here, you've got quickie marts here, so you can get some basic groceries. Seminyak's got the big Bintang supermarket, which we're going to go past a little bit later on, and it's got some of the best nightclubs in Bali as well. If you want to know the prices of accommodation, the best place to go is not Mazar in Bali, because things change so quickly. I recommend going, and I'm not paid to say this, but I definitely recommend to go into places like Agoda or Booking.com, TripAdvisor, Traveloka. There's a whole heap of websites that compete with each other to get you the best deals, and generally they do pretty well. A lot of those websites, when I'm traveling, I tend to find the places that offer you a free refund if you get there and you find that it's terrible. You see little travel agencies here, lots of nice little souvenir shops. You can get some sandals or some thongs, some sunglasses, some sports memorabilia and shirts. Seminyak is a labyrinth of side streets, cross streets and little alleyways. And every single one of them, the further you look down them, there are hundreds and hundreds of doors and very small little areas. And if you were to put a drone or a plane up over the top, you're going to see literally hundreds of swimming pools. It seems like, except for the main road of Seminyak, almost every single lane and alley is full of villas and small hotels. There are literally thousands of them everywhere, and they range from expensive to not bad at all. Look, you can get a nice little place here in Canggu sorry, in Seminyak, from about 50 bucks, 75 bucks a night. You're not going to get too many of the really cheap places, although you will find them. But Seminyak is a lovely place because of the variety of food, because of the proximity of entertainment, and it's a pretty good funky lifestyle. There are plenty of coffee shops, plenty of bars. There's just an enormous variety of good quality eateries and activities to do here. If you wanted to go shopping, I would probably say Seminyak is one of the best places to get everything from nice clothing, nice jewellery, tattoos. What's this one here? Vape bar, ladies' products, makeup and all that sort of stuff. Fingernails, you name it. Expensive, that's what I call it. But like I say, you can spend your whole day sitting in traffic waiting for a break in the traffic. So if you want to do a lot of looking around, try and get away from the beach, because the beach is just where the bottlenecks start, and get up on more nearer the highways. It's quicker to go to the beach when you want to than it is to live at the beach and go tripping around. There we go. In a different video, I want to do one just about the nightclubs and the restaurants of Seminyak region, because there are simply so many of them. You wouldn't be able to get to them all at once, just too many. So I'll leave that to a specific going out at night in Seminyak, and I'll do another one in Canggu because it's just there's hundreds of them. Some lovely handicrafts in Seminyak area, and this is very much a touristy area, so you'll find that almost all the shopkeepers will speak quite reasonable English generally, and if not, a bit of a haggle, but you'll be able to pretty easily communicate. Almost every type of shop you can imagine. DJ and music store, vape stores. Yes, you can still buy vapes in Bali. I don't know if you can bring them back to Australia anymore, but lots of batik and linen galleries. For those who haven't been to Bali before, you'll see these guys running around with green outfits on, and they'll either say Grab or Gojek on it, and it's our version of an Uber, but it can be an Uber motorbike or an Uber car or even an Uber truck. So it's called a Grab bike or a Grab car or Go car. They're very, very inexpensive. They're a little bit of fun. I tell you what, the drivers are excellent. They get around through the traffic totally much faster than I can, and certainly a million times faster than a car will. And it's so cheap to go anywhere, from your hotel down to the beach or down to the shopping mall or just a bit of sightseeing. It can cost less than 60 cents to go for a ride on the back of a motorbike. And if you've got two of you and you're both feeling adventurous, get two bikes, and then you both get to have a bit of fun. And it's cost the same or cheaper than getting in a cab. So Grab or Gojek, and you really want to download those apps before you come to Bali. So we're on the main road now. This is Sunset Road, and this road will take you in the other direction we've just come from.
Turn right.
You can end up at the ferry that goes to Java over in West Bali, or you can end up going for miles in this direction down to Uluwatu, down to the very bottom end of Bali, past the airport.
Take the next right, then turn left after Bali Barber and Spa, Seminyak.
So I'm going to head down here. So this is Sunset Road. Oh, there's a nice little Lamborghini. Honestly, you don't see terribly many of these around, and when you see the traffic, you wonder why. if you can think of a cuisine, I almost guarantee you'll be able to buy it here in Bali. Whether it's Mongolian, whether it's Thai food, whether it's you name it, Mexican food here, the Indian food here is great. The steak, by and large, you can get some amazing steak and you can get some rubbish as well. Like anywhere in Bali, you got to pick and choose the places that you're buying it or that you're eating. Go for the referrals. Go on TripAdvisor and see what the recommendations are like. Best seafood, some of the best seafood in the world is here in Bali. Yeah, so these Gojek drivers, like the one in front, they work 24 hours a day. Well, not each of them, but they're open 24 hours a day, and it's fantastic. If you want to go grab some McDonald's at 1 o'clock in the morning, you just ring them up, and within half an hour, probably faster than you could drive there, get your stuff and drive back, you'll end up with McDonald's in your hands. That's just bloody beautiful. Or anything else too. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I know, that's where I'm going. So we're now heading off down past some of the party clubs and eventually back towards the beach at Seminyak. That's a nice little slushy bar there. More tattoo shops. Can we just go past Frankenstein? This is a great place to come for a night. They've got a lot of discount foods. You've got hats and handbags and knockoffs and sports bars. How's it going? Nearly all this is within walking distance to a lot of the villas and the hotels are up and down here. Okay, now we're into the red light, not the red light, the pink light district, let's call it. This whole part of the strip is usually booming. Bali Joe and Six Bar in there, and a lot of craziness, a lot of very drunk people coming out of there at times. And coming on down here, some really not good hotels. I've visited quite a few of them. I had one of the best steak sandwiches in Bali in that place. Hello! Lucky day. That was absolutely sensational. Literally melted in my mouth. So all of these nice little souvenir places, t-shirt shops, dress shops. And down these little alleyways, that's where you're going to find the hundreds and hundreds of small little villas. It's just everywhere. It's quite overwhelming just how many small privately owned or small company run villas there are. And just down the end of this road, we're back to Seminyak Beach and to the famous Gado restaurant. How's it going? Nice day? Good, yes. Awesome. Seminyak Beach, lots of umbrellas, lots of relaxing shaded areas as well as cool little warungs and cafes along the beachfront. Just a perfect place to chill, kick back, have a quiet drink or a noisy one, watch the waves, go for maybe a swim. And you've got all these little restaurants and accommodation on your other side here. So that brings us to Double Six Beach, which is pretty much the border of Seminyak and Legian. That way. Ah, bos.
Halo.
Apa kabar?
Kapan datang, Bos?
Baik.
Terima kasih, Bu. Bye.
Tidak, walang